In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, we warmly welcome you to the Majawariya channel. We have initiated our major project, which focuses on the critical pillars of governance. We have successfully established the 4 main foundational pillars. We began with the first topic on the agenda, which is the scheduled board meeting. Last time, we discussed forming the board of directors and its member types. Today, we are thoroughly discussing the various roles and responsibilities of the board of directors in greater detail. If you have a new member on the board and they are visiting the company for the first time, make sure to welcome them warmly. What exactly should he offer you during the first session? Try to think with me. What can you achieve in the first session? He should be the one to present your very first session. Appointment letter to the board. With the appointment letter, your specific rights and duties as an employee are clearly clarified and outlined. It means to clearly define and clarify the rights and duties of a council member. It also clarifies and clearly shows the governance controls and policies within the company. What exactly does the council's work involve? What are the primary committees functioning within the council? What are the mandatory binding regulations for the company to follow? What laws and regulations govern this company or institution? Can you please clarify what are the officially approved documents within this institution or company? Any newly appointed board member must receive this crucial information during their very first session. If he doesn't get it, he promptly demands it. All right, let's go back and discuss in detail what the rights, duties, and specific responsibilities of a council member are in our community. Let's start with the topic of the council member's duties. There are key tasks. Developing the strategy is the first task. Please be aware, members of the council who do not perform their duties or focus on matters outside their responsibilities. It means that he gets essential things from his main tasks which he does not use. It means that certain institutions and various entities might sometimes find a council member preoccupied with highly trivial and insignificant matters. And because he is preoccupied with minor details, he misses out on major things. The company's main plan and strategy. The first crucial task is to set and clearly define the company's long-term strategy and vision, and to continuously develop and refine them over time. The second crucial point is about thoroughly identifying the various opportunities and potential risks faced by the company or organization in the current market environment. As a company, board member, or part of the board of directors, how do I effectively identify potential opportunities and risks that could impact the organization? What exactly is the risk register or risk log? Additionally, what specific actions do you typically take in order to avoid, transfer, mitigate, or accept this risk effectively? How can we effectively deal with this danger? This is our second task. The first task is to set the company's strategy and continuously develop it. The second task is to assess the company's opportunities and risks. The third task is to evaluate and improve executive management. How can he effectively evaluate the executive management team? The tools at his disposal will allow him to thoroughly evaluate the performance and effectiveness of the executive management team. Among the various tools at his disposal is the critical issue of preparing financial reports. The one who diligently ensures its thorough review and then provides comprehensive performance indicators to the executive management team. He has access to the audit committee. Among the various committees required to be formally established, reports that regularly and consistently condemn the executive management team, details about her works, activities, and overall efficiency. Please explain more about the number 3. Number 4, establishing a robust mechanism to effectively prevent and detect potential instances of fraud. For example, what tools does the council have at its disposal in this matter? Anyone can report any kind of violation they witness, and he takes extra steps to ensure that his work will not be negatively affected. And he is severely punished as a consequence of this report. To establish a clear and comprehensive policy on how internal auditing should be systematically conducted within the organization to ensure compliance and efficiency. How does internal audit report to the audit committee? The main point that specifically concerns it, stakeholder engagement, shareholder communication in joint stock companies, or communicate with higher authorities in the institutions, like an established institution that is directly affiliated with a minister or a specific governmental authority, contacting the competent authority. How do we effectively communicate and report our findings? How can there be disclosure and transparency in the information provided? This important information is accurate and has been issued precisely for your convenience and understanding. The next number is 6. How does he receive this beautiful smile? Is the entity compliant with regulations and policies? What are the specific tools and mechanisms that ensure this institution's compliance with applicable laws and regulations? Discussing details of the audit committee? These are some of the essential tools available. Among the reporting tools, whether examining internal audit reports or analyzing external audit reports, there is a very important and crucial point for the Council: the Council's roles and duties. There is a crucial point of delegation. Is the City Council officially permitted to delegate its decision-making powers to another person? The answer is yes. The Council may delegate specific tasks to a committee. Management appoints a delegate. Delegates an employee? He delegates a portion of his responsibilities and tasks to someone else on his team. However, the Council is not allowed to make that decision, granting broad permission, or perhaps an unspecified delegation or group. He has a main specialization. It lacks executive management authority. I have fully entrusted you with the authority for comprehensive executive management, based on the newly devised strategic plan. Among his responsibilities, he always relies on the detailed strategic plan. He says, I have delegated the executive management. If she decides to adopt the entire strategic plan, and she adjusts it, if this is a general approval, or he possibly works on some kind of unspecified delegation assignment. A particular part requires attention. He negotiates endlessly. It felt as if he had completely taken this unique specialty away from him. Giving the task to this employee, of course, among the main duties of the Council are overseeing community projects and ensuring public welfare. It involves the maintenance and enhancement of the institution's overall value and reputation. It means he must ensure the success of the institution, continuously improving and developing it. He periodically reviews organizational structures, company, organization affiliation. It really serves its intended purpose well, and it diligently performs all the duties that have been assigned to it. He establishes clear and well-documented written policies. Conflicts of interest are always possible. There's no problem. But the problem, there isn't a clearly defined policy in place. Main duties of the Board of Directors. He sets policies to avoid conflicts of interest. What is the members' typical behavior like? If there happens to be a conflict of interest, how does he disclose? When will he disclose? At what time will he disclose it? During or after this particular interaction? Of course, he must implement the entire comprehensive policy managing conflicts of interest. The board must ensure the safety of all employees. For the esteemed board of directors in joint stock companies, he should suggest ideas to the General Assembly. The General Assembly is considered my ultimate president. He is the one to whom he is submitting the report. Therefore, he proposes either an increase or a decrease in the amount of capital. One of the things is that he suggests dissolving the company in case the financial losses reach a certain predefined limit. The matter is proposed to the General Assembly. He is currently using part of the discretionary reserve funds. Or you might suggest forming an additional financial reserve or additional financial allocations. He is proposing a profit distribution method. What profits are we eligible to distribute? Or the substantial profits that we retained earnings, so that the committee can make an informed decision. Of course, it's one of the main things. The board of directors is responsible for it. He should establish a clear rewards policy. Executive management and employees. So what exactly are the specific rewards? The one that will grant employees benefits every year. But it must be a clear and detailed policy for these rewards. A key point, he must rely on clear and undeniable evidence to the individual who manages the entire company, so that it doesn't become an issue subject to individual personal interpretations. So today we took a quick and informative tour. Of course, we always strive to have a dedicated and separate episode for each main topic. Regarding responsibilities, including how and when, the council member asks about his personal finances, more than just the company's financial funds. How is he held accountable criminally and civilly? God willing, there will definitely be a special episode dedicated entirely to it, according to the established laws, God willing. Thank you for your attention and listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the video with friends. Peace, mercy, and blessings of God.